Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Pie. Today's video is on a small little haul I did when I was in New York City. They have a actual freestanding e.l.f. store and I was so excited to see that in person, and it was so great. They had a lot of things out that you could actually swatch and touch, and you know, I'm kind of a hands-on type shopper, so I like to see it. I do buy some things, makeup items online like Makeup Geek, that I can't obviously go swatch and see, but I've never been let down by them. Sometimes with brands there's hits and misses, so e.l.f. being one of them. There's a lot of gems within that product line, but there are some that aren't quite as good, so I did want to be there in person and see some of the things. A lot of the things that I purchased were things, one in particular was something that I had before, and I can't find it in Target or Walmart anymore, so I knew I wanted to get that particular item, but I'll discuss that in a minute. And there's one thing in here I'm super excited to show you. It is a dupe for a MAC brush, and you know MAC brushes are very expensive, and this particular brush I've been on the hunt for many years. So now that they have an exact dupe for $3 from e.l.f., I had to share that with you guys as well. So without further ado, we'll get started. So the first thing I went in there to find was the contour palette. I've seen the blush palettes. I have one of the blush palettes from Target, but this contour palette I could not find. So I got it there. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the light, I believe. I don't know if it's light or not, but there was a few different shades and this was the one that I picked. It comes with a big mirror, and then here are the shades, and I like this because this one right here is a much cooler tone, and I have a hard time finding cooler toned contour colors. And then it has the banana shade right there, and then a more neutral kind of powder tone right there. So let me give you a few swatches. Here's the dark one right there, and the medium shade right there. And these two I probably won't, I'll swatch my fingers, but they probably won't show up on my hand. So I was very excited to get this little guy. Okay, the next thing I got, I actually already opened and used, and it's just a buffer. It's got a file side, a buff side. I just needed one, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I think it was $1, and it works really well. Then I got, this was what I went in there to find, and it is the Daily Moisture Stick. Okay, this one has been talked about on Emily Noel's channel. It is a very good under eye hydrator, especially for someone like me who has dry skin. Sometimes I need to rehydrate throughout the day, and you can do that with this without disturbing your makeup, which is really great. So it comes in a stick. Here's the package. And then you open it, and it has a little protector right here. But then when you open it up, it's just a clear stick, and I just rub my finger on it and it gets nice and kind of emollient. And then I just kind of dot it right under my eyes, and it's very cooling and refreshing, and I love this thing. It really deserves a lot more hype. It is a really fantastic product. Okay, the next thing I got was the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I haven't seen this in stores. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and this was $1, maybe $2. So I really wanted to try this one. Okay, so it has a cap and then twist up. And this is more of an ashy color, but they didn't have anything really for red, but I can work with this. This is in the shade Taupe. There it is right there. Alright, next I got the blush brush, and I love this brush. I've had it before. I like the shape of it because it's definitely a multitasking brush. You can do a lot of things with it because of its shape. So it's kind of a tulip shaped, comes to a point, but it is flattened. So this is good. Because of the point, you could kind of chisel out your contour. Of course, you can use it for blush, you could use it for highlight, or to powder right under your eyes. So I like this brush. It's just definitely a good multitasker, and it is very soft, and it feels a lot like some of my higher end brushes. Okay, the last thing I got was the crease brush from e.l.f. and that's this right here. It just says crease brush, but let me open it. This is the one that is a dupe for the MAC brush. So here is the brush tip. It's a lot smaller. And here, now this is dirty, but this is my MAC 221 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes. But if you compare the two, their shape is identical. And I want to say this is somewhere between like $24 to $28. And this one from e.l.f. is $3. And I've used them both, and there is absolutely no difference in their performance. So I would highly, highly recommend this crease brush. It is so fantastic, and I really wish I had found this before I spent all of my money on this one. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I thought that was an awesome dupe, especially since it was one that I've been looking for many years. So that wraps up my little haul. I know it's short. I didn't get a whole lot of stuff, but I also had to keep in mind I was traveling back home, and I had to make sure what I did get fit in my suitcase back home, and I hadn't made it to BeautyCon yet, so I wasn't sure how much I was getting from there. So that's why this is a little bit smaller of a haul, but I wanted to share with you guys what I got. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.